Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And since T-Mobile released their earnings yesterday, we now have confirmation, and it's a fact, that AT&T was the biggest growth story on postpaid in Q2. So, as you can see by this title, AT&T earnings justify the Warner Media spinoff. So, the combination of growth for AT&T moving forward is going to come from its wireless and its fiber, home broadband. That'll be the only two real businesses moving forward that AT&T will push. Media's done. They're completely done with media. Although, in the back of my mind, I still think if they could have kept HBO Max, I think that would have been a big deal. But in order to make the deal juicy and make the other party more interested, of course, that being Discovery, they likely had to include HBO Max to make the deal even happen. So I think AT&T is going to be the carrier that's going to be considered the underdog, but they're going to have the biggest bark, in my opinion. Their capex is going to be $24 billion starting the middle of next year after the media spinoff. So that's going to be an increase in capex. Most of that is going to go towards wireless and then fiber. So there's going to be a renewed energy coming towards wireless for AT&T. Coverage holes are going to be filled in. Densities coming. C-RANs are coming. C-bands coming in a big way. So from now until the end of 22, they want to get to 75 million covered. That is not really a big goal, in my opinion. I think they can get to 200 in that same time frame. But they seem to have their focuses elsewhere in the meantime. Likely being densification has to be a big priority for them right now because that's what mid-band is going to require. And then from 22 to the end of 23, they're going to shoot from 75 to 200 million out of nowhere. So there's going to be a big focus towards that. They're going to let it be known. They're going to let it be known that they want to get and be the biggest wireless player in the United States. One, FirstNet is going to help them in a big way in terms of coverage, the reimbursement from the federal government. Of course, their network is going to be large, and it's going to get larger by the end of this year and even larger next year. So they're going to have a very, very, very comprehensive coverage anywhere you go within the United States. And the densification is going to come. The C-RAN are going to play a big part in this. And then C-band is going to be everywhere for AT&T. They're going to push this within the top 46, of course, by the end of 22. And then as they get to the end of 23 into 24, they're going to start working the other markets where it clears in. So this is going to be very interesting to see how AT&T maneuvers. They're a big company. They got money. They got the money to really compete against Verizon, and they're refocused. They're making good plays. The Dish partnership was big, in my opinion. That's more revenue each year and increasing. Remember, minimal 500 million. That could be 700 million the next year. The year after that, $1 billion. Any investor should be happy with new revenue. I don't care who it's from. And that's pretty much what Stenke alluded to in the earnings call. He says, if I'm going to have a player in the market that's competing with me, they're going to be successful regardless. If it's on my network, if they go with Verizon, if they stick it out with T-Mobile, they're going to be successful regardless. So AT&T just decided if they're going to be successful, we might as well take 500 million at minimal out of our competitors' pockets and use that on our network and make it better. And then, of course, the spectrum from Dish. I mean, it's just all around a great play by AT&T. Then announcing Elite, truly unlimited. Great play by AT&T. I mean, they're just making big moves after big moves after big moves. And I'm looking forward to what they do in the future. I think Stenke is a breath of fresh air, big time for the company. I think the leadership has changed. I think there is more excitement within the company. They may have even popped champagne yesterday after the announcement that they are the fastest growing wireless carrier. I think they might have popped champagne at the headquarters. Who knows? But I think big accomplishments coming from AT&T. Do not sleep on AT&T. I will make that clear again in this video. Do not sleep on them. They're coming in a big way, and they're making the right moves in the right place. So if you have been on the channel or you're new to the channel and you have not yet liked, share, subscribe, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.